Mr. Chair, esteemed colleagues, allow me to express my full support for this commission. As this commission gives its consent to the well-deserved appointments of the senior officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. These officers have demonstrated professionalism. Opo, sir. Support lang po. Manifestation lang po. These officers have demonstrated professionalism, dedication, and unwavering commitment to their duties in safeguarding our nation's sovereignty, protecting our people, and upholding the Constitution. Wala na po akong katanungan sa kanila. And in fact, itong dalawa, si Vice Admiral Alan Madrid Javier, Lieutenant General Edmundo Peralta, are mga tanglaw diwa, class of 92. Their years of service, leadership, and sacrifice reflect the highest ideals of military service and have earned them the trust and confidence of their fellow servicemen. At naintindihan ko rin po na yung 1 year bar rule, na dapat nilang mahabol dahil bawat star na alam po ni Senator Ping Lacson yan noon pa, parati nating pinaglalaban dahil napakahalaga po sa kanila yung 1 star na madagdag sa kanila. Yan po'y daladala na nila hanggang sa kanilang pagtanda. At maraming salamat rin po, Senator Ping, sa mga suporta mo noon sa sundalo. Mr. Chair, dahil sa kanilang kabayanihan at pagbibigay serbisyo sa ating bansa, gusto ko lang pong bigyang pagkilala at pagpupugay Alan Madrid Javier, Lieutenant General Edmundo Peralta, Philippine Army, Major General Isagani Ocampo Criste, na naging PSG rin po nung panahon ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, Brigadier General Nice Foro, Medrana Diaz Jr., Philippine Army, and Brigadier General Rose Mawate Remo, women in uniform. Ma'am, sa panahon ng banta sa seguridad, sakuna at iba't pang hamon sa kapayapaan at kaayusan, sila ay naninindigan at naglingkod ng buong katapatan sa iba't ibang tungkulin at responsibilidad na kanilang ginagampanan. Napatunayan ng mga opisyal nito ang kanilang kakayahang mamuno at maglingkod. Panahon ng pandemya, panahon ng giyera sa Marawi, bagyo, lindol, baha, patuloy kayo nagtatrabaho para sa ating mga kababayan. At maalala ko po, nung panahon ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, pinaglaban natin na madoble po ang sahod ng entry position ng military at lahat po ng uniform personnel dahil po yan sa inyong sakripisyo para sa bayan, at hindi po natin mararating itong kinaroroonan natin kung hindi po dahil sa inyo. As our first line of defense, your continued courage and commitment are vital to defending our country's honor, rights, and future. We also call on you to remain steadfast in protecting our sovereignty. Maraming salamat po sa inyong dedikasyon, sakripisyo, at walang katulad na serbisyo sa ating mga kababayan. Wala po akong katanungan, kung hindi nagbibigay lang po ako ng full support dito sa ating hearing sa Commission on Appointments. Dati naman po akong membro dito since 2019. At hindi po matutumbasan ang inyong kontribusyon sa bayan, pero meron lang po akong paalala sa ating Armed Forces of the Philippines. Unahin lagi ang interes ng bayan. Unahin po lagi ang interes ng bawat Pilipino. Mabuhay po kayo. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Honorable Senator Bongo. Yes, Honorable Marcoleta.
Mr. Chair, I did not get proper explanation on the concern that I raised before this committee. I don't think we are in a position to violate an existing law. What I heard is an assumption that was passed on to the secretary of this commission, somebody presumed that the appointment made last year is supposed to be continued. May I ask the secretary to explain that, if that assumption is correct? And if that assumption is enough to override the clear provision of the law?
Honorable Lacson.
Again, I'd like to clarify, hindi po last year, before May 25, 2026, yung nag-resume tayo ng first regular session. Kasi nag-break tayo, bago tayo mag-resume, they were given ad interim appointments by the President. So yun po yung ina-apply natin because a special session that we are having today is a continuation of the first regular session, Mr. Chairman. So yung birthday nila fell after. Kailan ang birthday mo, General? May 14. So yung ad interim appointments were given before May 14, I suppose. So you confirm that. So hindi ka covered ng 1-year ban. That's the clarification that I manifested earlier, Mr. Chairman. How about the others? Covered sila ng hindi sila covered ng 1-year ban when they were given their ad interim appointments before May 25, di ba? Kasi kung after May 25 resumption, nomination at saka hindi na kayo mag-apply. But since you were given your ad interim appointments since Congress was in recess at that time, having resumed on May 25, hindi po kayo mako-cover ng 1-year ban. That's my point. So I hope I satisfy the query posited by the Honorable Marcoleta. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, Mr. Chair, that is an assumption. Somebody should explain from this committee if that assumption is correct. Because the law is the law. They have just reached their age of 56. And they were bypassed. That is a fact. We cannot change that fact, Mr. Chair. That is the only point that I'm trying to raise here. Kasi maliwanag po yung sinasabi naming batas. Wala po tayong personalan dito. I hope that these 5 officers, gusto ko rin naman sila na mailagay natin sa tamang ayos ng kanilang confirmation. But there is a hurdle here. Ilang ang problema rito, Mr. Chair, kasi maliwanag po yung sinasabi ng batas. Lumilitaw, after their compulsory retirement, less than 1 year na eh. As a matter of fact, for confirmation, only, siguro, hindi ko po alam, but only the Secretary can testify when exactly were they able to complete the documents for confirmation. Ang may kasalanan po talaga, yung June 3 kasi, nag-adjourn. Pagkatapos, sana man lang, before adjournment, sinabi natin, nag-schedule tayo, na i-confirm natin sila. Wala nga silang kasalanan, but somebody is at fault here. And then we have now a problem with the law. We can't just simply say na we assume that they are not covered by 1-year ban. No. The law is very clear, Mr. Chair. Salamat po.
Chair, session suspended.